Hey, my name is Sebastian Martinez. I'm the inventor and co-founder of the Golf Boks and the owner of Scout Golf here in Tigard, Oregon. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up our 224 pack into the gauntlet setup. So we got 2 golf boxes, 2 foam noodles, and 4 alignment sticks. And let's get into it. So first, you can grab one of your alignment sticks, and I'm going to set it up for a right-hand golfer. We're going to slide it through the hole that is labeled right on it, all the way through, and I like to go a little extra. And then you're going to add the same, or slide it through the same hole on the next box. So I've got one alignment stick through both holes that are marked right. Then I'm going to take another alignment stick and I'm going to put it on the top box, the outside box. And I'm just going to set both of them up this time at 60 degrees. So I slide it through the top hole. There's a hole at the bottom edge of the box that it slides into so that it's secure and doesn't go anywhere. And then I'm going to take my other alignment stick and I'm going to slide it into the 60-degree hole on this one. And again, there's a hole at the bottom of the box, so you can just slide it into that, make sure it's in that bottom hole, and it's going to make sure that it's not going anywhere. Then we're going to take our 2 foam noodles and we're going to slide them on top of the alignment sticks for safety. And then we've got 1 alignment stick left. And I'm just going to take that one. I'm going to use this one to just keep track of my ball position. So I'm going to slide it into the left hole on the inside box. So this one's all the way at the front of your stance. Nice thing is now the whole unit kind of moves together. Grab a golf club. And you'll notice on the Golf Boks, we've got these graphics with the colored or 3D looking golf ball in there. And I just want to make sure that I'm always lining the ball up with the same ball graphic every time, so that I know that my ball position is staying the same and consistent all the time. And then you're just going to hit some tiny shots I would start with, where you just go right in the middle of the 2 noodles and right in the middle of the 2 boxes. So start off small. Make sure that you're not whacking anything. You know, I've got quite a bit of room between the 2 boxes. It's probably over a foot between them right now, so it's just an easy start. You can obviously make it wider just by sliding this outside box, so that just makes it a little easier. You know, if you're afraid of smacking them and you're just looking for the visual of where your club needs to go. You know, I need to hit that spot right there. No problem. And we want to kind of go through that in the backswing and the downswing as well. I've got a few students who like to get a little crazy. They make it a lot tighter. I don't recommend starting like this, but it is doable. You know, and same thing, I like to keep the ball position very consistent. That's one of the great things about the Golf Boks, is you always know where your ball position is, you always know where your stance width is. And again, we're just working our way between the 2 noodles. Nice. Okay. One thing that I like to do here, if you really want to kind of get crazy with it, you can make it really narrow. So I call this one the groover, because you don't have many options on where your club head can go in the backswing. Obviously, I don't want to hit balls out of that. That is way too tight, way too scary for me to hit a golf ball in. So I'm just going to use this to kind of groove my takeaway and feel what that takeaway should be like to not hit any of these noodles. Okay, you get lots of feedback if you go a little bit off. Here I'm feeling my shaft just riding on the top of the inside box, so I've got that shaft right here against it. And as I go back, I just keep that shaft touching the box and hinge up in between the 2 foam noodles. It's a great dry drill you can do at home. Okay, and then like I said, I don't recommend hitting balls in it, but then you can just go on this side of it and you can have the exact same idea that you just had and hit balls like that. Okay, and let's say that you've got a steeper downswing, so you know this is no problem for you. You got all the room in the world. You actually want to swing underneath this foam noodle. Just take out this alignment stick. It's only there for your ball position. You know, now move the whole unit over. put your ball on the inside of the box, and you can still use it to groove that takeaway a few times, and then come back here and you can hit your shot from here now. Maybe a little shallower, maybe a little too shallow, chunk that one a little bit. So that's a basic way to set up the gauntlet. Looks like this from the side. You know, so again, I can slide this two apart. Gives me lots of space to work with. Not afraid of hitting that. If I want to get it a little tighter, I can. There's one other modification that we can do here is actually take this back inside box alignment stick, and instead of making it point straight up and down like this, we're going to go ahead and we're going to lean it like this. And again, there's holes on the bottom of the box that you're going to stick the alignment stick into. So it slides in, it'd be right here on it. It makes it angled like that. And so what this does is, you know, really if you're going to hit any alignment stick on the downswing, it would have been this back one if your swing's kind of in a good spot, I think. We're not going to go too far over the top. So what we can do now is practice a wide takeaway that stays in front of this angled noodle. And then when we come down with that narrower angle in our wrists, we're going to miss this inside one, no problem. And this one's just going to give us the feedback if we get a little too over the top with it, right? So if I do this, boom, you're going to find a similar spot in the backswing. And then you're going to miss that one because you are now way narrower than you were in the backswing. From down the line, that just looks like this. So you can see the visual is very similar to what I just had, except now I've got a lot more room right here. And again, you can just put it in there and hit some balls with it. Okay, so this is the 224 pack. Easy to set up. All comes in one package, so they all come taped together, and then you just cut them open. You can work on your swing plane, you can work on everything else that we can do with the Golf Boks since you've got all the alignment sticks. You don't necessarily need to use two of them, but I find that it's very good for grooving an on-plane takeaway or a really good takeaway there, and then a downswing that comes down very similar to where you just were. So check it out, www.thegolfboks.com. Thanks for watching.